Alrighty, class. We are doing language, and let's start by reviewing verbs again. A verb is a word that usually shows action. You have learned plenty of those. Right now I want you to go back and remember the words, the verbs that do not show action. Do you remember what those are? Am, is and are,
was and were, have, has, had.
Very good. Those can stand on their own. If you have a sentence that has am in it, or is and are, or was and were, it can stand on its own. Who is ready for language? I am. Who is here? He is. Okay? Just with is and are and was and were, they can stand on their own. Now, some action verbs cannot stand on their own. Do you guys remember our neon yellow chart that has words like begun and grown, blown? Those cannot stand on their own. They need one helping verb to help them with. Which helping verbs help action verbs? Ksenia? Am, is and are,
was and were, have, has, had.
Very good. Those can also do the job of a helping verb. Okay? Now, what question do you ask yourself when you're looking for a verb? Can I this or that? Very good. All right. I am going to read a sentence, and you are going to either show me the verb in that sentence, or if it's one of our helping verbs, you're going to say the helping verb. So, for example, if I say, the dog sat on the floor, you are going to sit. Okay? All right, so the sentence is, remember you're looking for the verb. The small wrinkled dog sat by its dish. So you're going to sit. What is the verb in this sentence? We saw a comet last night. Show me, do an action that shows the verb in that sentence. Yeah, you can put both hands up to your eyes to show the word saw. Okay. My piano books are on the piano bench. What's the verb in this sentence? Are. You should say are out loud. All right. I jumped when I saw the spider. Jump! Everybody jump! Good job. Jumped is the verb in this sentence. I jumped when I saw the spider. Dad was tired last night. Is tired your verb? No. Was is your verb in this sentence. Dad was. It's not dad tired. It's dad was tired last night. Okay. So, what about adjectives? What do adjectives do? Ksenia?
They describe nouns.
Good. Adjectives are words that describe nouns. There are adjectives that say what kind of noun it is, such as yellow banana. There are now adjectives that say how many nouns there are, like 3 bananas. There are nouns that say whose noun it is. My bananas. Or one more question. Which one did I miss? I listed what kind, how many, and whose. Which one am I missing?
Which one?
Which. That banana. Okay? I want you guys paying attention. Okay, so today we're going to learn something called adverbs. If you can see on that chart over there, it says adverb is a word that usually describes a verb. Well, that's really easy. An adverb describes a verb. Something added to a verb. Very good. So, we are going to learn adverbs quickly or slowly? What do you think, Saoirse?
Quickly.
Yeah, so we will learn adverbs quickly. How are we going to learn adverbs?
Because
Quickly. Quickly is a word that describes a verb. So quickly is what kind of word? It's an adverb. Quickly, learn quickly. Quickly describes how we're going to learn. So it's an adverb. So how is the first question that we're going to learn today that you're going to ask yourself when you're looking for an adverb. How is a question that you're going to ask yourself when looking for adverbs. So take a look up on my sentences over here. So Ksenia, would you like to help us?
Yes.
All right. What word in this sentence tells how Mrs. Lee stepped over the puddle? Mrs. Lee carefully stepped over the puddle. The question is, I'm going to write it up here. How? How did Mrs. Lee step over the puddle? Can you circle the word that describes how she stepped? Carefully. So take a look. Carefully describe how she stepped. If you were going to diagram it, you would say that Mrs. Lee stepped. That's your verb. That's your subject. And carefully, carefully doesn't describe Mrs. Lee. Mrs. Lee is a carefully person? No. Carefully describes stepped. Mrs. Lee stepped carefully. Do you see how that works? Now pay attention to this ending right here. L-Y. L-Y. A lot of adverbs will have an L-Y ending. So slowly or quickly or carefully. Notice all three words that I've mentioned so far, they all have an L-Y ending. So pay attention to that. It'll make it easier for you when you do your language pages. Okay, so next one. Laura spoke quietly to Mom. What's the question we ask ourselves when we're looking for adverbs, Ksenia?
How?
How? So, what's our subject?
Laura.
Laura, underline it once. Just so everybody over there can see you. All right, Laura. Laura, what's the verb? Can I spoke? So Laura spoke. Is there a word here that describes how Laura spoke?
Yes.
What is it? It's the word quietly. Can you draw a little arrow from quietly to spoke? Good. So it's not Laura that's quietly. That wouldn't make any sense. It is speaking quietly. Okay? It is describing speaking. All right, take a seat. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to do this. We're going to try this on page 156. Take out your language books. Page 156, look at the purple box. If you ever forget how to find an adverb or what it is, page 156 is where you would look to find the definition and the questions. Let's read it out loud together. Page 156, purple box. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
An adverb is a word that describes a verb. Some adverbs tell how the action of the verb was done. Read the sentence, Ksenia.
When I saw the spider on my foot, I yelled loudly.
Good. So which word? I've underlined the verb for you. What is the adverb that tells how I yelled?
Loudly.
Yeah, look at that. Loudly also has an ly ending. How did I yell? Loudly. In the sentence,
look
for words that tell how the action was done. Dad drove carefully. How did Dad drive?
Carefully.
He drove carefully. Good. All right, think A. Look at the verb. They have already underlined all the verbs for you. That makes it much easier. And your job is to circle the adverb that tells how that action was done. Draw a small arrow from each adverb to you circled to the verb that it describes. They've done number 1 for you. Nathan played his violin loudly. Played is your verb. Now, is it Nathan that's playing or the violin that's playing? Ksenia?
Ethan. Nathan.
Nathan is playing. Is Nathan, is there a word that describes the way Nathan played. How Nathan played the violin.
Loudly.
Yeah, loudly. They've circled that for you and they've drawn their arrow. Go ahead and complete 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll do number 2 together. The children copied their homework carefully. They've underlined copied as your verb. If copied is a verb, can you ask how they copied? How they copied? Children? They copied they copied homework, they copied carefully. Which word describes how they copied? Senor?
Carefully.
Carefully. All right. Go ahead and keep working. You can pause it right now to finish working 1 through 5. All right. Look at the look closely box. This is what I was talking about. Many adverbs end in the suffix ly. Ly says ly. A root word that ends in a y. Remember what we did with adjectives? You change the y to I and then add the suffix. Okay? Let's go back. Look back to page 152. Think A, number 3. Do you see that? Page 152, number 3. Think A, number 3, yummy. Do you see where you were supposed to change yummy to yummier or yummiest? You got rid of the y. The y had to go home. You added an I instead of it. And then the suffix er or the suffix est. Same with adverb. If a word ends with a y, and you're making it into a, you need to add the suffix ly to make it an adverb. You're gonna get rid of the y and change the y to I and then add ly. So happy with a y, you get rid of y and then you change the y to I and add a y. Write it. All right. So happily is changed from happy to happily by getting rid of y and changing it to ly. All right, so do the same thing. Add ly to the root to make it into an adverb. Easy is not an adverb, but if you add an ly suffix to it, then it becomes an adverb. You can say that this was completed easily. Easy, the y goes home. Rewrite the word easy, get rid of y, add an I, and then the suffix ly. So, easy, E-A-S-I-L-Y. Did you catch that? Good. Number 2, soft. Does anything need to happen to T for it to be changed to softly? Nope, nothing at all. Just take the root word soft and add ly to it. S-O-F-T-L-Y. Angry, pay attention to angry. It does end with a Y. Something needs to happen there. Hungry as well. And slowly. And then go ahead and do think C. Think about the question how. You have a verb. Think of an adverb that would match the words run, eat, stop, and whisper for think C. Okay, write the adverb for the verb to tell how the action could have happened. And that's it. Go ahead and finish it on your own.